The law of supply and demand is a model of determining the price of a product or a service in a market. It is based on an assumption that people buy less when price increases, and vice versa. Let us take a closer look at its components. Supply is the number of products or services offered within a certain period. Based on the type of product or service, various rules can apply. For example, the quantity of smartphones supplied is affected by operational costs and production capacity. Offline courses, on the other hand, are limited by the amount of work time an educator has. Demand is the number of products or services people are willing to consume within a period. It is harder to predict because consumers are usually irrational in their behavior. Also, a lot of factors affect demand, like, for example, good or bad publicity of a supplier. There are also seasonal and territorial factors in demand predictions. For instance, almost no one will buy warm clothes in summer. And demand for bottled water in supermarkets would be less in countries with drinkable tap water. Equilibrium is a state where demand meets the supply. The price of a product or a service at equilibrium is considered to be ideal at this point in time. Equilibrium is not a fixed final point, because demand is changing quite often. The law of supply and demand cannot be equally applied to all the products or services. The more creativity is put into a product or a service, the harder it is to predict the demand. Some of the examples are art and music. It is not yet known how to predict the price of a work of art. There are also cases, which are not purely economical, where the law of supply and demand is used. For example, a lot of countries have state-sponsored higher education. Every year those countries review their educational budget as well as the list of professions. If the demand for a profession rises, the educational budget for it will be increased. We can say that the demand for certain specialists drives their supply from the universities. Do you think the law of supply and demand is useful nowadays? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please, like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one. Jesse, power off.